conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to this meeting of the Vader City Council. It is 6:13 p.m. on December 6th, 2021. This is a special city council meeting. Roll call.
Jason Daly. Here. Randy Hall.
Here.
Donna Rogers. Here. Samantha Lovelady.
Here.
Mike Parsons.
Here.
Mayor Shy.
Here. We are all in attendance. Pledge of allegiance. Mr. Daly, would you want?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor's report. I do have a couple of items. First, the city was issued a grant from the Washington State Transportation Improvement Board for a more chip seal work that'll take place next summer in the amount of $62,113. If you remember, we had another chip seal project that was supposed to happen this past summer, but the county supplier ran out of oil, so it will be postponed to next summer. So between those two projects, we have nearly over $90,000 in chip seal work in the city, all free of cost. Pretty good. This most recent one will be for 10th Street from B to D, 8th from A to D, Alpine Court, and D Street 9th, all the way down to the south end by Ben Elson House.
You might want to double check Alpine Court. I drove on it last night and it's just gravel.
The county has that patchwork that they do as well. They put they don't just cheap seal it, they come through and they also put down an asphalt coating first.
Oh, really?
You can see it on 8th as you drive out towards West Side Highway.
You do that over gravel?
No, they do it first and then they chip seal over the top of it. So.
Over top of gravel though?
They came out and they inspected it and they said they can do it. So.
Wow.
Because it's never been paved.
Yeah.
I thought it had been paved and it was just broken.
Alpine Court has been paved. Yeah, it's just, it's alligator cracking is what's going on over there.
It's got a ditch running down the middle of it right now.
They came out and they looked at it and they said that they could take care of it as part of the grant.
Nice.
Yep. And then the other announcement on Saturday, this Saturday, the 4th, is Walk and Knock. Our local location is over at the, it doesn't say it on here. But anyway, it's over at the Assembly of God Church. The Vader Lions Club is volunteering to collect non-perishable food items and monetary donations for the food bank. So it's the drive and drop. They've also got some fundraiser tire art they're selling and Krispy Kreme donuts for $12 a dozen. It all helps out the organizations. So that's this Saturday. So hopefully you can participate.
Hey, Joe, not to interrupt, but
Yeah.
That's going to be right at Warden Park, right across from the church.
Okay. I was close. Any council reports?
I would like an update on the tractor.
Tractor. There's been no change, just that last I heard, they were still waiting. The tractor's there, we're still waiting on the backhoe attachment and the loader. So that's the last update I heard.
Because Annandon is getting really bad in the beginning. So
John today was saying that he was thinking that to see if maybe we could just go get the tractor. And then at least he could use the 3-point and tow the grader around.
bucket on the front?
Sure.
What's that?
In the bucket on the front?
No, the bucket's not on it yet. That's what we're waiting for.
I did
But
see
with that
sitting out there
grader-
a couple loaders. They had a couple loaders sitting in the lot up there at the Kubota dealer, just sitting there. So maybe they could get that for us. So, all right, I'll get a hold of them tomorrow. See if we can push that down here without the backhoe
Yeah,
attachment.
I tried with my dad's tractor the other day. It's just not big enough to move any.
Okay.
stuff around. Thank you.
No problem. Any other council reports? Okay, moving on to agenda approval.
I make a motion that we approve the city council meeting agenda for 12/2/2020.
We have a 2020 what?
One, right? Yeah.
We have a motion by Mr. Parsons to approve the agenda for 12/2/2021. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Daly. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Minutes approval.
Make a motion that we approve the special city council meeting minutes on 11/18/2021.
We have a motion by Mr. Parsons to approve the meeting minutes from 11/18/2021. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Daly. Discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Vouchers.
We just have corrected totals for November.
So make a motion that we approve the end of November corrected number of $963,080.16 for a total November corrected of $1,008,557.13.
We have a motion by Mr. Parsons to approve the vouchers as written. Do we have a second? Seconded by Mr. Hall. Discussion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at them, so.
Motion carries. Just reports. The sheriff's department is not here, but I imagine they will be here next week on the 9th. Moving on to city business. Public hearing for the final proposed 2022 budget.
I'll make a motion that we open a public hearing for the final proposed 2022 budget for 5 minutes or as needed.
A motion by Mr. Parsons to open the final 2022 budget public hearing. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Daly. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Public hearing is open at 6:20 PM. All right, Kathy, let us have it.
You're the only public here.
No one's
Is there
online.
anybody online?
No. Stop off, click on for a minute, and he left.
I make a motion that we close the public hearing for 2022 budget.
We have a motion by Mr. Parsons to close the 2022 final public hearing. Do we have a second? Seconded by Mr. Hall. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Public hearing is closed at 6:21 PM. All right. Council to discuss the 2022 budget. So here we go. This is the last, at the next meeting, next week on the 9th, you'll have the final budget in front of you. As you can see, the numbers are solidifying as we've gotten closer to the end of the year. We paid all the bills for November and whatnot, and all that stuff is being reflected in what the numbers that you see right now. So you have very reliable estimates in front of you. Nothing substantial has changed since the mayor's letter went out a while back. The only changes have just been normal expenses coming and going out of the budget.
Where does it show the excess? Where's our over?
That doesn't show in there. There's just a revenue and there's an expenditure. I suppose if you got down and you calculated it out, you would see that your revenues would be greater than your expenditures. Those numbers aren't there, but we did calculate 2 months of expenditures unused in these budget numbers.
I can update that and email that to you guys.
I remember last year we had the ability, we had over top of our 2 months of expenditures, we had like $30,000 and we said, we picked, so we got a tractor, we did the foundation, and there's a few things that we
keep a lot of that money for it. I was just wondering if we got that again.
So that was taken into account in that. I can put all the extra money in different things already. That's what was in the mayor's letter, I had done that. And so the 40,000 to roads, like for Annan, the extra money for the parks with regard to gutters on the shelter, security cameras. I could pull that up again if you'd like. Yeah, there was excess and it was allocated throughout different parts of the budget already. Does that answer your question? Yeah. So, and I thought,
The public has a question.
go ahead, public.
One
Kathy, thank you.
of the meetings a while ago, there was mention of possibly paving East Street, but then I haven't heard any, if that's ever gonna happen.
Paving E,
The west of East
E
Street,
down to
going
Park.
From Kent
south of
Park,
Kent.
from Kent Park.
Yeah.
That should be.
That,
paved.
that's, I think it's on our project list for
it's
It's
on
on
the,
the list.
maybe.
yeah, it's on the long term.
The reason it came to mind is that big manhole in front of our neighbor's house has risen again. John needs to go and gravel that, so it's level, otherwise.
You're kind of driving into your yard to get around it, aren't they?
I haven't really noticed that so much, but
Yeah, the guys out there putting gravel.
he got there, the people living were graveling it, trying to avoid the sewer level. Instead of calling the city to have a John do it.
Yeah, right where that asphalt ends on that street, it's a big,
Well,
big bump.
And then further
I
down.
drive-
Well, that's because they drive so fast. So,
Okay.
I don't mind the bump, it makes it slow down.
You don't do it.
We can see what we can do about that. Maybe we can take some cold patch and put a little ramp it down a little bit or something.
And so,
Or just have some gravel dumped on it.
Puts more
yeah,
gravel.
that's what they did last time.
Yeah, it runs
About-
away.
This happened about 2 years ago. And John went out and put the gravel out.
Okay.
So it lasted a couple of years, but.
To answer Jason's question about the overage, so after that letter that I sent out a while back, so is that back in, when did everyone get that? November 8th,
Oh, okay.
the budget letter.
Mhm.
So 19,500 in each of the general and the sewer funds for the state audits this year. So that would come out of that. Let's see. 17,750 for continued park improvements and maintenance, including the jail roof, fixing the timers on the warden bathroom locks, warden security cameras, and gutters for the current warden shelter. $40,000 for road and street maintenance, including fixing the A Street sidewalks, new welcome to Vader signs, and possible repairs to Annan if city ownership is established.
Is that what, oh, I don't want to get into that conversation.
So those are the big ticket items. So that's quite a bit of money right there. We got some parks, roads, and some other maintenance around town.
When we do the city shop roof, are we adding gutters to that building too? Because
I don't think gutters were in that.
I have a picture of the city shop on my website, and it just, the splashback on the side of that building is just, it's dirt for like 3 feet down. So I was just curious if we were gonna beautify it.
Yeah, we hadn't looked into that, but that's not a bad idea at all. Gutters are not that expensive.
It saves on the siding.
Okay.
Aren't we required to have gutters anyway?
Required. I
Maybe
don't
not
know
at that
required.
time when they built. it.
Right.
Yeah, probably. It needs some TLC.
Anyway, I just noticed that.
Is the sidewalk in front of the preschool, the city sidewalk? That's pretty well shaped there.
In front of what?
Yeah.
The
It's only-
preschool?
It's only 50 years.
Preschool.
Yep. It is.
They patched it when they put that building in there.
And that's part of it.
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a meeting with the Castle Rock superintendent a couple weeks back, and they've got a number of upgrades that they're planning on doing over there this year. Some really cool stuff. I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. That's his thing, but they're gonna be doing some work on the parking lot over there and the landscaping, and it's possible the sidewalks part of that as well. But there's some cool stuff coming. Budget comments? No?
I have another question, but
Yeah.
it doesn't concern the budget. Kind of does, because
Okay.
we're spending money out of the budget. This one. I was curious if Polo was starting on the foundation on the jail.
That's kind of bad weather.
Oh, we're waiting on weather.
Soon, yeah, but the notice is complete. You need it done by the end of April, so.
Does he have, has any plans or anything been discussed
On the wooden
on
steps.
the chimney? How they're going to
He hasn't discussed the chimney, but
do this?
the initial scope of work that he has listed out, it does say that the ramp is safe, and I know that was a concern of yours.
No, I'm concerned about when he raises the building to do the foundation, the chimney on the inside. That thing is very
You're gonna take
unstable.
it out, put a metal pipe up the middle of it. I'm just joking.
No, they should take it.
You think so?
I do.
Then that would take away from the historicalness of it.
Well, don't get smart with me.
No,
I'm
no.
not in the mood for it, but that can be taken down.
Oh,
It can, because I don't see,
I wasn't being smart.
oh, okay, well, I'm so used to it, I'm just defensive, so excuse me. Anyway, if that, maybe take the chimney down off the top. Because that thing, it really is unstable inside. It's crumbling. And if there's some way he can save it
Save the brick.
on the inside,
Oh,
at least for the look of it. But for safety or to keep
Even for
the building,
Yeah.
yeah, from, that's my concern, and I definitely, but that's gonna take some planning on that, or first.
Well, he's just doing the foundation. I think this next year, we're gonna tear into actually doing the building. aren't we? I think.
Well,
So-
my
that's done.
concern is when he does the foundation, that is going to move in there. And
Wouldn't that
It's,
be built all the way to the ground, the chimney?
yeah, it comes to the floor.
Just to
And
the
where-
floor?
And where it's leaked in there over the years, right around that chimney, the base of it, that floor is rotted away. You can't, we used to set stuff in front of it so people wouldn't walk there. So, yeah, that is the concern that I have, is that chimney, because it is unstable. So I don't know I don't know how experienced in doing structure work on old buildings he is, other than just, let's put a foundation and go jack it up and just throw one under it, and the building falls down. That's my concern.
I do know that he used to move houses when the Centralia floods
Yeah,
came.
I've heard he said that, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know for sure, but I just heard that he used to move them and lift them and
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. So I mean,
raised all
figure
those
that.
things, but
I'll have a discussion with them and make sure that
Okay.
it's not a,
My concern is moving a house is one thing, but moving one that is,
Falling apart.
yeah, that one is really fragile. And so that's my concern,
and I don't know if he's actually, I don't know if he's really
I think he's gonna.
going to
bring
jack it up or if he's just going to take the support
Well, that's
off of
just
it.
I would like to know what exactly his plan is, other than just putting a foundation on it.
okay.
Yeah.
We did receive the scope of work. We can send that to you, Donna. so
I
you
know,
can see
but
it.
that doesn't mean,
That's the scope of work,
yeah, that's just, he's gonna do it. I'm just concerned with how it's gonna
well,
get done.
that'll tell you everything that he plans on doing to it.
Yeah, I know what he's gonna do to it, it's just, how is he gonna do
Oh,
it?
I see.
And maintain the building, that's my concern.
Sounds like the movie The Money Pit.
Yeah.
We'll get it stable and renovated, and it'll be good to go for years and years to come.
I hope so. Like I said, a lot of people don't care about the history, but it is Vader's history, and I think it should be preserved. I mean, you know. you
It's
can't
actually
destroy it.
Little Falls history.
Well, yeah.
Budget discussion.
Well, maybe in a few more years, we'll be able, there'll be enough new people in here, we can convince that Vader is an ugly, ugly name.
I love the name.
I hate it. That's awful. Everybody, every time you talk to somebody, you tell them I'm from Vader. Oh, Darth Vader?
I think we're off subject here.
You took us off subject.
Yeah, you started.
Yeah. Now me and Donna are teaming up against you.
Are there any discussions on the 2022 budget? If not,
No.
next week at our last meeting of the year, we'll have that final draft for your review.
Okay, so next week, there's another meeting, and that's the last one. Okay, I'm out of here.
No, isn't there a meeting on the 23rd?
No,
No.
we're doing 9th and call it a year.
Day before Christmas,
That's the day before Christmas
You
Eve.
guys just have to vote for that.
well, I celebrate
How many you have to make that decision.
day.
All right, moving on then to last item of city business, number 3. Council consider ordinance 2021-09, amending the 2021 budget. You should have the ordinance in your packet. So this is just tightening up some loose ends, pretty customary for us to have an amendment at the end of the year.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance 2021-09, amending the 2021 budget.
I wasn't done
Oh, I'm
monologuing, but
Oh,
we have a motion to approve ordinance 2021-09, amending the 2021 budget. We have a second.
I'll second that.
Mr. Parsons. Discussion, I'll continue with my monologue.
okay, there you go.
So here on the front page, you can see the different reasons for that. Obviously, all these new grants that we got through the year need to be accounted for within the budget. So those are included, as well as some extra equipment in City Hall and administrative clerk salary and some additional wastewater treatment plant operator hours for the extra time girls having to come down and do interviews and things like that with the construction crews down there regarding the state requirements, and so on and on and on. So there and so forth. So you can read that in there. Overall, fairly small adjustments. Questions?
It was boring to read, but exciting all at the same time.
How most of this stuff is. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving ordinance 2021-09, amending the 2021 budget, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment. Kathy, do you have anything you want to say?
No.
Elected official comment.
So we do have another meeting next week, huh?
The 9th, on our regular night. Yep. Okay. Hearing no more comments, this meeting is adjourned at 6:37 p.m.